All right, so considering I was completely off on what I predicted the roster to be this year, um, yeah, I don't know if I got a single thing right in that video besides like the actual starters. I think I might have said something about Justin Fields being on the team, but that's besides the point. Today I want to look at our schedule. I've skimmed over it a few times, and I want to give a just to what my opinion, my schedule prediction of what we're gonna do. I'm a biased fan, so um, yeah, this probably isn't going to be as realistic as a lot of people are going to put it. But I also have a lot of optimism for this team. I've always had a lot of optimism for this team, and I love that people are already predicting us to have under 500 again. That back half is loaded. I get it, but Jesus, man, it's never going to happen. Quit wishing for it. Okay, let's get started. So week one, we got at the Falcons. They did this storyline shit for sure on purpose. I think that's a dub. I don't know that the Falcons are going to be much different than last year besides their quarterback. They did get Darnell Mooney. He's on my fantasy team last year. He is a pretty fucking decent receiver. But I think that, especially with considering that our DBs have looked good in training camp so far, I think that's a W. I think we go into there and smoke them like we did, was it 2 years ago? So that's a W. Week two, Steelers at Broncos. That is, again, a storyline game. Fucking Broncos. I don't know, man. I don't think that they're ever going to be that good as long as Sean Payton's their fucking coach. I don't know. People have so much love for him because he won a Super Bowl and the Saints were decent for a while. Let's not attribute that to the fucking like top 10 quarterback of all time, Drew Brees. Let's equate that to Sean fucking Payton. I don't know. He's a terrible person. I fucking hate him. I say we smoked the fuck out of them that week. Bo Nix is going to get fucking stomped out by TJ Watt. Chargers at Steelers. Chargers are always a dark horse. This is a day before my birthday, 22nd. I don't know. They're one of those teams where I feel like we should beat them no matter who they have as their coach or their quarterback. And this year, even more so because they're missing so many weapons on offense. Harbaugh, it's not going to make much of a fucking difference to that right now. Herbert, I feel like he's never playing when we play him. I feel like he's never playing in general. So I don't know. I think he's overrated just because of that alone. So I'm going to say that's a dub too. We're 3-0 at this point. Colts, I'm going to say we're going to lose this one. I don't think we lost them this year or last year. They're just a weird team that I don't know. They feel like they're hard to prepare for, especially with Richardson. We didn't have to play him last year, but I'd imagine he's better than Minshew. I don't know. He was injured last year, so I don't know. It just feels like a game where it's like, yeah, maybe a trap game because we have the Cowboys next. I'm saying we got a loss there. We're 3-1 at this point. Cowboys at Steelers. I hate the fucking Cowboys. I always have. Any self-respecting Steelers fan does not like the Cowboys. I predict a win here just because I feel like we're going to be playing for keeps at the beginning of the season because of that backloaded shit. I think we're going to be playing our hearts out at the beginning. I think the rookies probably aren't going to be gelled by week 4, obviously. But I do feel that the line at least is going to be good enough to stop Micah from fucking destroying Russell if he's out there. I don't know. Russell takes a lot of sacks, so we could get smoked by their defense. But I think that's a low-scoring, we-win-it type game that we usually have with the Ravens. I think we're 4-1 at this point. Steelers and the Raiders. The Raiders are, a lot of people always predict us to lose, but we play them every year, and I can't remember the last time we lost to them. Was it 2 or 3 years ago? 2 years ago was Kenny's miracle game where he threw that fucking game winner to Najee. No, was that the Ravens? That was the Ravens. No, that was Pickens. Pickens, his rookie year was the year we played when Franco died. But that was 2 years ago, right? And this last year we had it was the second week following that blowout to San Francisco. Yeah, it's a win. We beat them every fucking year. I'm not worried about that. We're 5-1 at this point. The Jets. My grandpa's a Jets fan. My dad, that's his second favorite team. So we got some Jets lineage. The Jets are fucking weird. They took Jordan Travis, and I wanted us to take him. So I almost hope Aaron's hurt then so I can see that motherfucker play. But they have, who do they have? They have Gardner. They have Sauce Gardner, and they have, I think, right, and then they have Garrett Wilson, and then Rodgers, obviously. Who's a running back? I don't remember. Bryce Hall. They're pretty stacked. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty good. I don't predict a loss just because it's at home. If that was an away game, maybe. It's a night game too. I don't see us losing that shit. We're 6-1 at this point, right? Yeah, I think so. I'm on my phone. I'm not on the screen. I'll probably throw a graphic up, but yeah, I'm on my phone, so I can't see. Well, I'll do a tally at the end. The Giants, that's a win. I'm not even gonna talk about this. They're a fucking dysfunctional, gross franchise. We could lose. I'm not gonna say it's a trap game because the Commanders aren't really that good, but I will say they are one of those teams that I feel like we're gonna play down to, and it's gonna be a low-scoring game. But I'm gonna say we're gonna win. I think we're 7-1 at this point. Commanders, I'm gonna predict a loss here. I feel like they broke our 11-0 streak that one year. They seem to be just that Titan killer. I feel like we're going to be like running for the top AFC spot at this point, and I feel like they're going to kill our dreams, and we'll be 7-2 at this point. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel like we're going to beat them. They feel like one of those teams that we just fucking kryptonite. Ravens at the Steelers. That's a win. We're like 7-1 against them in the last 4 years. They might be better than us objectively, but they are still our bitch. They will always be our bitch. This is the beginning of this disgusting fucking stint they have us on at the end here, getting us ready for that Hard Knocks bullshit. I'm predicting a win there. I'm going to play it optimistic, though, and say we lose to the Browns the next game. Play optimistic. I'm going to play it realistic and say we lose to the Browns the following week at Cleveland. Cleveland, we swept the other two last year, and these guys split with us. They're weird because their offense is fucking garbage. No amount of receivers, mediocre-ass receivers they get is going to save them. It's just not going to happen. So I got us losing that. Steelers at the Bengals. This is a weird one, too, because it's like, do I have us split with all of the division, or do I go based off of the last couple of years where we fucking smashed the division? We'll say Burrow isn't hurt here, and we'll say we lose here. Browns at Steelers, I'm saying we're running this one. We're going to split with them again this year. The Eagles, we're beating them. The Eagles are a fucking joke. Okay, I don't care. People say they're good, this and that. I think the only reason that they're good is because they're receiving core. Their line is getting older. Their fucking center just retired. I don't even know if they got one in the draft or not. They're not this fucking powerhouse Titan. They get knocked out of the playoffs every single fucking year in like the second round. I ain't trusting the fucking Eagles to beat the fucking Cardinals. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a win there. Steelers of the Ravens. I'm saying we're sweeping the Ravens for like the fucking third year in a row. Nope, not the third year in a row because we lost with Trubisky 2 years ago. The second year in a row, I think we're sweeping the Ravens. I think by now we'll probably be playing for second or third in the AFC. So I predict we're going to be playing our fucking hearts out. Fucking Wednesday Christmas game against the Chiefs. It's at Pittsburgh, so I don't know that we're going to get embarrassed necessarily. I think there's going to be a little bit more drive there. It's Christmas. There's a lot to it there. This to me feels like that fucking Patriots game, 2017 maybe, when we wore the color rushes and we beat the Patriots for the first time in forever. I feel like it's either going to be that kind of game where we beat the Chiefs on like a miracle last drive or something, or it's like the Jesse James catch where it's close and we lose like last second because Mahomes does some crazy shit. This is a toss-up. I'm going to say we lose it though, just because I feel like that'd be our luck. It's on Christmas. I'm going to waste my time watching them at fucking 12 in the afternoon. I'm saying that's a loss. Bengals, Steelers, we lost the last one. I think we're going to split with them. We win this one. Probably take a wild card entry as like the third seed is what I'm guessing. I think let's see who we had losses to. I had lost to Colts, Commanders, one of the Browns, one of the Bengals, one of the Chiefs. I had us losing 5 games this year. That would be 12-5 is what this record would be. I think that's 2 wins in last season. I think that is maybe optimistic just because of that back half. You never know. We play down to competition a lot, but all of our division games are back down there, and I think we have a really good chance to walk into that having lost maybe 2 games. Colts and Commanders into that back half, and we tend to smash the division. I think what's resting on this season specifically is if we can get past not playing down to the competition, if we can not do that and run the table on all of these teams at the beginning, besides maybe the Cowboys, I think we have a good shot at winning the division. I think we have a good shot at maybe pulling a fucking top 2 seed, depending on if Burrow's there or not. They still kind of have our number when he's there. I'm not scared of the Ravens. The Browns can go either way. I'd imagine we're probably going to sweep them this year too. Just the way that it's set up is like, I don't know. It's definitely stacked against us, but I think we play best when shit is stacked against us. So 12-5 is the record I'm predicting. I'm predicting a playoff win and a close divisional loss. So yeah, that's the schedule. I'm cautiously optimistic. We'll say that, but still very optimistic. So thank you everyone for watching. See you in the next video.